So let's begin in stillness. And as usual, we're coming to this place of stillness in a comfortable seated position. Maybe your legs are crossed or you're just sitting any which way you can, where you can bring your spine to vertical, center yourself, shoulders relaxing down away from the ears, head is centered and steady. And then you're going to bring your hands to the heart center in readiness for the consecration. So from here, just take a few deep breaths and really connect to the energy of your heart. Tuning into this place of love, appreciation, and gratitude. And then shifting your awareness down to the pelvic floor area. See if you can shift your weight forward, backwards, sideways until you find that center point and your weight is really sinking down into the ground. You're feeling yourself rooted down into the earth, connecting to those earth energies. Feeling the support, the nourishing energy of Mother Earth. And then shifting your attention to the crown at the top of the head, becoming open and receptive to divine flow. And then from this place of love, appreciation and gratitude in the heart center, offering the fruits of this day and this practice to whatever you feel is divine, to the universal energies and powers. Let's humbly ask for guidance and support so we may better integrate the teachings of our practice into our lives. And that will do. Releasing your hands down, placing your hands on the knees, and we're just going to start with some circular movements of the upper body, going forward and backwards. As you're going forward, you're inhaling, and as you're going backwards, you're exhaling. Inhale, shifting your weight forward. Exhale, pushing back. So when you're going forward, maybe there's a little arch in the spine, shoulders down away from the ears. And when you're going backwards, you're really rounding into the spine. Bring the shoulders forward. Inhale, shoulders down and back, arch into the spine. Exhale, round. See if you can find a smooth movement as you move with your breath. And then let's change direction. Noticing those areas of stiffness and resistance. And just enjoying these moments in the morning when you're slowly waking up. Chasing out the sleepiness from the body. And using this time to really enjoy the miracle of your body. Good. And coming back to center. We're going to stretch our arms out to the side, fingertips to the floor. And let's invite Ujjayi into our practice now. So we're breathing in and out through the nose. And we want to feel as if the inhalation begins in the throat area. So rather than sniffing air in the nose, you don't want to do this. You want to allow the breath to begin in the area of the throat. It's like you've got an opening here and the air is gushing in at this level into the body. So you get this sound. Ujjayi breathing. We're not pushing or pulling hard on the breath. As we're moving our body, we're going to be stretching and opening and releasing, which is going to be pulling air into our body and pushing air out of the body. So these movements that we make as we move through the sun salutation help us to bring air in and out of the body. So fingertips are on the floor, and we're going to stretch up and down with the arms, synchronizing the body with the breath. So on your next inhalation, breathing through the nose, as you inhale, stretch your arms up, palms together above the head, stretch through the arms into the fingertips, and as you exhale, float the arms back down. Keep long in the arms as the fingertips come down to the floor. Moving in your own rhythm. As you inhale, reach the arms up. When the palms come together above the head, it's a two-way stretch. Sit bones grounding, fingertips lifting. And as you exhale, slowly, with a smooth rhythm, sinking the arms down to the floor. Keep the left hand on the floor, and as you inhale, lift the right hand up. And then as you exhale, bend the left elbow and just leaning over to the left. We're going to stay here for a few moments, breathing in through the nose. And if you want to, you can bend the right elbow, and that's going to allow the arm to be a little bit more heavy, taking you further over to the left side. Feeling that beautiful stretch through the right side of the body. Notice how the breath is moving through the right side of the body, creating more stretch, massaging into that side body. And then as you inhale, come all the way up. Left arm comes up, right arm comes down. Exhale, bend the right elbow and bend the left elbow. Shifting over to the right side. If you bend the right elbow a little bit more, it's going to deepen that stretch through the left side of the body. Breathing in and out with Ujjayi through the nose. Good. And enjoy. And then as you inhale, coming up, both hands together above the head. Exhaling, turning to face the left side. Take your right hand to the left knee, the left hand behind you. Inhale, reaching up through the crown of the head, long through the spine. And as you exhale, twisting slowly. Every inhalation a little bit more length. Every exhalation a little bit more twist. One more breath here. And then on the next inhalation, coming all the way up. And then as you exhale, releasing down to the other side. Inhale, long through the spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale, long through the spine. Exhale, twist. Gently, slowly, consciously moving. And then as you inhale, coming all the way up. And as you exhale, draw your hands down the midline of the body. And we're going to come on to all fours. So, coming on to all fours, set your hands so they're shoulder width apart. Make sure your knees are hip width apart. And the knees are directly below the hips. Point your toes behind you so the tops of the feet come on the floor. And we're going to do my favorite cat-cow. So we're inhaling, lengthening through the front of the body. Lift the sit bones, lift the chin. And as you exhale, press into the hands, press into the tops of the feet, and round through the spine. Pushing the air out of the body. Every inhalation, lengthen through the front body. Lift the chin, lift the sit bones up, arching through the spine. And every exhalation, rounding through the spine. The middle of the back reaching towards the sky. One more time. Inhale, lengthen through the front body. Relax the face. And as you exhale, pressing into the hands, pressing to the tops of the feet, really arching. And then inhale, coming back to a neutral position. So we're going to do a C bend through the spine. So we're just taking, this time, the left shoulder towards the left hip. So your spine is in a C shape. And then coming to center. And then right shoulder to right hip. And then coming to center. So when you're exhaling, you're coming into a C shape with the spine. And then coming back to center, inhaling. Exhale. C shape or lateral flexion. And Inhale, come back. Tucking the toes under. Press the hands firmly down into the floor and then lift the sit bones up, keeping the knees bent, and press the chest towards the thighs. Lift the sit bones up high. Make sure your hands stay in one position. Spread your fingers and then just walk your dog here. One foot, then the other. Shifting the weight from side to side through the hips. See if you can create movement through the spine as you do this. So we're always working to pay attention to what's happening in our spine. See if we can find more freedom in the spine as we go through the practice. And then we're going to come back to downward facing dog. Maybe the knees are still slightly bent. And slowly walking towards the top of the mat. And your feet are hip width apart. As you take hold of the opposite elbows, just allow the whole of the upper body to release down towards the floor. Crown of the head dropping towards the ground. And here you want to engage the thigh muscles so your legs are actively working. And upper body is completely releasing. So maybe here, shift your weight forward, backward, sideward, until you find that middle point and your weight is evenly balanced on your feet. Good. Relax your face completely here. I love that sensation of the flesh of the face just dropping off the bone down towards the floor as gravity pulls through the body. So relax your face completely until you feel like the flesh of the face is just falling off the bone, releasing and relaxing down completely. And then you can let your arms go. And we're going to start to roll up through the spine. Inhaling, rolling up. Exhaling, pause the movement. Every inhalation, roll up a little bit more. Legs are active. Exhale, pause the movement. And then very slowly finding yourself back into a standing position. And here you're going to bring your feet together as we come to Tadasana. So let's really create a tall, strong, mounting posture. Tadasana. You're spreading your toes, planting the feet firmly on the ground. Engage the thigh muscles and make sure you draw the lower abdomen in. So your belly is never sticking out in our asana practice. We need this abdomen drawing inwards to support the lower back. So drawing the lower abdomen in, lengthen the tailbone down. Notice how this tilts the pelvis back slightly. If you feel your butt muscles are tightening, just slightly internally rotate through the legs to release the butt muscles. You never want to work in your asana practice with the butt muscles tightly clenched because this is locking into the lower back. Not good if we want to find freedom, space and release in the spine. So always conscious of what's happening in our butt. And then stretching down through the arms, lengthen through the fingertips. Make sure the fingers are equally spread in, shoulders away from the ears, head is centered and steady. There's so much going on in Tadasana, but once you understand Tadasana, you can apply this to all the postures that you do from now on. So coming into Tadasana, and for our first Suraya Namaskara A, we're going to do a modified version. As you inhale, reach your arms up, palms together above the head, and as you exhale, fold gracefully forward, floating down on the breath.